All right. Welcome back, guys. This is your host, Phil, as always. And I'm here to do a review for Bloodborne. All right. Start things off. I am not a fan of these type of games. I played Dark Souls, Dark Souls 2, and I could maybe play like an hour or two, and I was done. I took it back. And then early this year, Bloodborne came out, and someone that was living with me at the time bought it, played the crap out of it. I watched them play, and I loved the way it looked. I loved the creatures, the art, the atmosphere, the combat. It looked awesome, so I gave it a shot again. And I hated it. I hated it. And I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm never playing these type of games. I am not a fan of these. I can't do it. Then my friend was telling me about it, and we were talking about it one day, and I was like, I want to like this game. I couldn't at the time. And that's why I say at the time. I picked it up again recently, and I really sat down and tried to learn it, tried to master it in a way. Basically, I wanted to give it one last try. And I love it. I absolutely love this game now. Do I think this game is like fantastic, like amazing wise? It's a fun game. It is what I've been doing literally all day the last like 3 days. That if I'm not at work, I'm here. Even right now, today being my day off, I've done nothing but play Bloodborne, and I'm actually getting farther than I thought I would. And the things I thought, man, this is super hard now are super easy to me. All right, so with that out of the way, let's get into the review. First thing, graphics. This game it nails what it is trying to do here. It is trying to the whole story takes place in a world that has been an old English or European town, continent that has been completely just destroyed by this, ravaged by this plague that has turned everyone into monsters. And so, yeah, of course, it's a gloomy, dark atmosphere, and they nail it with this. And I'm going to put in a little bit of the sound too. Like the sound the monsters make and the people make scare me, and it goes along perfect with the atmosphere of the game. When you slash and hack and you're covered in blood, your character is covered in blood pretty much the entire game until you die or change clothes. Or go back to the hub world where you can level up your character. So fantastic graphics. Everything's great on that. Gameplay wise, I think the combat is fantastic. You have two weapons. You have your left weapon, which is going to be a gun or a torch of some sort. Then you have your right weapon, which is going to be a multitude of things. The weapon I'm using right now, you can see in the cover, is the cleaver, is the saw cleaver, and it's fantastic. The weapon can change two different forms. So it will take two different forms. Sorry. A weapon for a shorter weapon, which you'll be able to swing on faster, but has less range. Or you can flip it out into what it looks like here on the screen, and you can hack and slash at a longer distance, but it is slower. Now there's so many different weapons. A cane that becomes a whip, which I really like. A short axe that you can extend the handle for a long axe, a gauntlet with a blade attached to it, which you can hack and slash and punch, dual swords, a sword that can, a cool broadsword that you can shove back into its sheath to make a bigger sword, a sword that hooks up to a hammer to create a giant hammer. There's so many weapons in this game. It's freaking amazing. There's blunderbuss shotguns. There's pistols. It's so cool. Cannons even in this game. There's so much weapons in this game, and there's many different outfits that you will swap around for different bonuses and abilities for different situations, and they all look pretty cool. which are really. There are also some really funny ones, like complete doll outfit or these granny pumps. I don't know why they put those in there, but no, the gameplay is pretty spot on. Now you 100% will die. There's no doubt about that. You will die to learn, and you will learn from your mistakes. So next time you go back in, you'll kick ass. You'll do better at it, or you'll just keep dying at the boss because you're this close to beating them, but they always get you. There's all the creatures. There's some actual fear about fighting every single monster you find, because one wrong move and they can get you. Even with the leveling up system, it's still pretty challenging. Definitely, probably this is the most challenging game I've ever played in my life. Now, bosses can range anywhere from huge creatures that stomp around the area, or completely just speed around the area, swiping you, attacking you, spewing acid and fire, to other hunters that have gone insane and fight you, and they're quick and they're precise and they fight like you, and it's hard to get a good grip on them. Other things you can do is you can summon actually a friend. You can summon one of your friends who's playing this game, as long as in the same area as you. You can summon them to that area with a bell, which uses what's called insight. And that's really cool. You and your friend could go toe-to-toe against a monster when you just can't seem to beat that boss. You can call on your friend, and they can help you, and that's awesome. Me and a buddy of mine actually took down a boss, one of the insane hunters the other day, which was pretty cool. And it's just, but once you run out of insight, then you got to find more before you can summon them back. And if for some reason you lose that battle, your insight's still going to be gone. You need to get more. Trying to think what else about the gameplay. You pretty much when you kill a monster, you get what's called blood echoes, and you use these for literally everything: to level up your character stats, to level up your weapons, to buy items, which seem plentiful at first, but start getting really, really hard to find later on. You have to go back to certain areas in order to get, kind of farm blood echoes so you can buy things. And the whole world is literally just connected to this huge open world. You have to find lanterns in order to get basically save points or checkpoints where you can return back to a later time. Now, this game does not tell a cohesive story. Sorry, and that brings me to the next part of the review: story. From what I can tell, from what I read, you have to do a lot of reading to find out the lore of this game. Is that originally there was some scientists were basically running experiments on this type of blood, injecting it to other people, which turns out those people had side effects included becoming freaking monsters. And so hunters became a thing. They were funded and created by the church to destroy these monsters and abominations, so that the word didn't get out that the church caused this. But from what I can tell, and this is a little bit of stuff that I've heard and read, that it didn't work out and the whole continent went to hell. People that weren't turned to monsters were killed by them, or are locked in hiding in some house that you can talk to them, but they don't ever come outside most of the time. This isn't really a cohesive story. Like I said, you need to read this. You need to read all the lore and go online and read more about it. And so far, I have not beaten this game. I will say that right now. I have not beaten this game, but I've put a good amount, maybe like, I want to say 15 to 20 hours into this game already, and there's so much more I gotta do. I have beaten maybe 2 bosses, maybe 3.5, maybe 2.5, 3. It's just fantastic. There's so much content in here that when I bought it for $40, it's pretty good. It's worth it if you are a fan of these games. Now, I definitely say this is not a game for everybody, but maybe a game that you really need to try. You need to try to enjoy this game, or try to understand it. And you know what? If you really try and you still don't like it, No hard feelings. Totally fine. This game is not for everybody. In fact, one of the trophies for beating the very first boss of this game, only, from what PlayStation says, only 67% of people who have played this game have beaten that first boss. So immediately, you could tell a lot of people who bought the game thinking it was something completely different stopped playing and returned it. Only 67 people have beaten that final boss, and the numbers get lower and lower with progressing bosses. It's crazy. So, final part of the review. Things I disliked about the game. It's way too challenging at times. I wish there was more of a way to save. There's more save points. I really wish that. I really wish there were more save points. I really hate having getting gang destroyed by a bunch of monsters, then have to go back to the last start point, and then have to go through the entire area again, killing the same people I already did, and just hoping I can get my blood echoes back. Because if I don't get my blood echoes back, guess what? They're gone forever. If I die again. The bosses can be sometimes way too freaking cheap. I wish they had a better story. I wish it told the story more, so I could understand it. Because I feel like I would really like the story if I just knew exactly everything that was going on. That's really. I wish you could hold more inventory, more weapons, like with bullets, health packs, and Molotovs, stuff like that. Stuff I need to use to kill monsters. But besides that, that's really all I can think of that I didn't enjoy about this game. So, final review for Bloodborne. Based off what I played so far, I gotta give this game because when you finally learn how to play this game and are enjoying it at that point, this game is anywhere from an 8 to a 9 out of 10. And I'm going to give this game an 8 because once I finally got the hang of things, I really enjoyed this game. Now, I could have given it a 9 if the story was told better, but that's about it. But yeah, that's my review of Bloodborne. Thank you guys for watching this. For those who did, please like and subscribe. Tell me what you thought of Bloodborne. Did you pick it up? Did you throw it in the trash? Did you set it on fire? Let me know, because really, I love to talk with people. Do it, please. Okay, thanks guys for watching. You have a great rest of the day. Have a good one.